Hey kids, yeah, we're back, and I just realized something. I forgot to post the announcement. I recorded it, but I didn't post it yet. The announcement on Instagram for this live stream. So, since I don't have an audience yet, I might as well do it now. Okay, so usually the announcement should, precede the actual live stream, but here we're doing everything upside down. So the way I do it is I go to this website called LinkedIn. It's linked dot in India. So it's LinkedIn, and I just paste the thing. Oh, and I can send the link also to the customer, to the owner of this banjo that we're going to be working on. So this is it, doctor. This is for you. Okay, so he gets the link. Yeah, but I explain why I do this with the LinkedIn. So when I post on Instagram, let me copy. Copied. It's going to open the Instagram browser on the phone, and I don't want that. I want it to open an external browser, whatever default browser the people have on their phones. So that's the reason. So I'm gonna go to LinkedIn, and it changes that link into a link that is going to work in that manner. So it's going to redirect. So I'm doing it as we speak. Yeah, and that's going to be gold tone, 5-string banjo live stream, I'm going to call it. So copy that and paste. Live stream. Let me put a dash in between. Gold tone 5-string banjo live stream. Okay, cool. And here I put it like this right here, and check this out. So this is it. This is still on my phone, and now I send it to Instagram, and we go to my profile, and now it's posting it. Well, you know how this works, right? It's uploading. It says right here, uploading. So we have this, and I can close the LinkedIn. Where's my thing? Okay, I do have one person watching as we speak, and I do need to close this door. Hey, doctor, you mind if I close the door? Thank you. All right. It's yeah, better this way. I don't know if they might be waiting on a body, right? We don't know, right? No big deal, right? Okay, so that's that. I got my water here, my fuel with electrolytes in it. Oh, now I get it. One of our kids was inside helping. All right, no problem. So, what do I say? Electrolytes, yeah. So I put sometimes, not always, magnesium and sodium. Sodium, no, I don't put sodium. I put sodium chloride. That's salt, table salt. And I use Himalayan table salt because, yeah, sea salt is no longer healthy. All right, so now it's posted. Oh, no, that's from yesterday. Oh, went too far. Okay, this is it. All right, so we're still warming up for this live stream. Why the focus doesn't work? Whatever. So we have news. We have news developments and all that, even since yesterday. We'll talk about all that. I just need an audience. So, oh, here's the other camera. First live stream of the day. So I spent about 2 hours at the bank today. because one of my bank accounts disappeared. Let me just turn off the Instagram. Okay, no distractions. I'm working. Switcher. Okay, is this all good? Let me see. This is going to work. Let me show you the banjo first. So here we have the banjo. It's a gold tone banjo. It's a really high quality banjo, okay? There are a lot of cheapo banjos around. This isn't one of them. But I'm just noticing something. I don't know if this is intentional or not, but so we have this stitched together. It's not in the center. I don't know, there's a structural reason why they don't do it center to center because of this. I don't know. But what we are doing today is going to be interesting. And I think I know how I'm going to do it. So we are converting this. Hold on. I need this camera. Oh, we have another audience member here. Hello to everyone. Now, yesterday I was told by Dr. Slam RN, who is a supporting member of the channel, that there was no announcement or alert or something. So I can't tell from avatars and usernames is if it's a boy or a girl, right? So I don't know if Slam RN is a female or male. I don't know. I assume a male just based on statistics. 90% of my audience is male, so I'm just going to guess male. But yeah, I don't want to assume anything because I don't know. From, could Slam RN could mean anything, right? So I was at the bank because one of my bank accounts vanished without a trace. And when I say without a trace, I mean the bank couldn't tell me where the bank account went or that it even existed. That was weird. But today I found a really good banker. Oh, this is Dr. Jeffrey Boyle in the house. Hello. And we got a third member watching now. Like I said, I spent 2 hours at least at the bank, and I posted an Instagram story from the bank because they were trying to find my bank account. So it was not an old bank account. It was a bank account that I opened this last summer in June or July, less than a year ago, for a specific purpose. And it disappeared. It vanished. And as I said in the story, there wasn't much money on the bank account, but that's not the point, right? And when I called the general number of the bank, I don't want to tell you which bank it is, because, I don't want to talk bad about banks. They could sue me maybe, I don't know, whatever. They said that they can't see anything, that the account even ever existed, and that I would need to go to the branch to sort this out, which was kind of weird. But I did go to the branch, and the person found the account on her computer and saw that it was closed. So, but she couldn't tell by whom or why. And she noticed that no alerts were sent to me about the closure of the account. It took 2 hours of her calling people, whatever departments she was calling, to find out what happened. And there was an innocent explanation for it. But now I would have to reveal something that, I'm just not going to talk about on the internet. So, and it's not because of you, the three of you. It's because anyone in the future could be watching this. And I just don't know who's watching. Even AI. Now, speaking of AI, It's a double-edged sword, right? But I think it's here to stay, at least for a while. And I think we're going to be living with it. And there's just the reality of it. I love it and I hate it, right? I mean, it's useful if used wisely. But it's here. And there's an old Chinese proverb that says, if you can't fight them, embrace them, or something along those lines. So I'm seriously considering getting an AI personal assistant for $20 per month. Hey, doctor. Yeah, because you can't get a personal assistant who's going to work 24/7 for $20 per month, as in a live person. And, you know, a live person can be moody, can, you know, lie to you, not show up for work or whatever. And they're going to cost a lot more than that. Plus, I can't afford an actual personal assistant anyway. And I'm going to give it a try. Someone recommended this to me. Now, the someone is Ian Davlin, who is the main person at the Loot Group. I got to show you what I'm doing. So the Loot Group is on Patreon. The Loot, L-O-O-T-H, Luth, as in Luth's, Luthery, but spelled funny, right? The Loot Group. It's a fantastic resource. I just talked to him yesterday about something that we're not going to be talking publicly yet because we don't know if it's going to happen, right? There's no point. But I had an idea I pitched to him. And then he told me that he is using this ChatGPT personal assistant as a personal assistant, and how it really helps him. And, you know, I think it makes a lot of sense. It's going to make a lot of sense for me. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to give it a try. And here is what we are going to be doing. So we are putting these nylon gut strings on. Nile gut. R. That means it's a registered trademark. And, oh, they're Italian. Italia. Classic banjo. Okay. So here, check this out. I'm going to take this tape and place it here so that I mark off where the bridge is. And why am I doing it with the tape? No. It's better to do it with a post-it note. So let me put this tape back here. Post-it note. What's better? And let's place it right here. So it's slightly wider than the bridge. So here it's almost aligned on this side. Not that I'm really nervous that I wouldn't be able to put it back in the right position, but I guess if I mark it off, let me just mark it off. There you go. And we only need one. I don't need to put one behind. We know where this is. That's it. Let's save a post-it note. We'll only use the one instead of two. So that's that. So now we detune the banjo, and I'm going to put something here to lift this, because these strings are thicker than the steel strings, obviously. Let me think. What could I put under the strings? Maybe this? Yeah. I could. This is sandpaper, so I should remove the sandpaper, or maybe just use something else. Is this thick enough? Not really. All right, let me find something. I think you know where this is going, right? All right, let me think. I'm scanning with my eyes, trying to find something that makes sense. Man, this marker is perfect, right? I just don't feel like removing this piece of, well, it's just this sandpaper. I can always put it back. All right. And yeah, so let's put it anywhere where it doesn't get dusty. And now we put this here. And it lifts the strings, and you see, I can remove the bridge. And immediately I'm going to mark off the bass side of the bridge. Not with red this time, with a pencil, X. I could put a B for bass, but we know the X, okay? And here we now have the bridge. And now we can work on the bridge without the banjo or the strings in the way. I hope this makes sense. We just need to figure out how to hold it safely, securely. So I do have the vise, but let me think. That's not going to fit in the vise properly, right? Because it's like this. Oh, I'm in autofocus? Well, I think you know what I mean. So let me think. Do I even need a vise? Let me see. Here's the vise. Oh, and I need to know that this is the side on the bass side. And I do know that because of the little compensation. Okay, so let's see. I'm not going to clamp it hard. Maybe this is just good this way, lightly, and then like this. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And now I need to raise my microscope. And let's get busy. Let's see. Okay. It's already in focus. Look at that. See? It was perfectly in focus. You see, that's experience. And now what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to file without the strings on. I know I need to pitch it a little bit in this direction, right? Not in this direction, because the strings are angled towards the tailpiece. And we need a high point here on the front, right? And for whatever reason, this doesn't look in oh, it's in manual focus. I see now. Okay. So it wasn't focusing. So let me focus for you. That's weird. Ah, now it's in focus. Not the best framing. Ah, it's in focus now. Okay. And we have our not files here. So we don't do banjo work every day. It breaks up the monotony a little bit. I think that's good. All right, and here I have this pack of strings, and I wrote the gauges. I measured the strings yesterday. I wrote down the gauges. So the two outside strings, so is that the D string or G, whatever, D, right? I think on the banjo. So this one and this one, they are going to be 20 gauge. And I do have a 20 gauge file. And let's see if I need to remove it out of this. Maybe I'll, oh yeah, I because we're looking through the microscope. So here, we just need to widen this one a little bit. That's it. Let's move it like this. So it looks like we're actually going to improve this because it looks like we have this shiny surface there. We want to see a shiny surface at the tip right there, right? So this was not carved properly to begin with. And we don't want to slip. We don't want to cut another groove next to the string channel. So how deep? Well, we don't want the strings to slip, right? And these are going to be low tension strings compared to the steel strings. So we do go a little deeper. Okay. And because I am angled like this, I'm going to produce a channel with a high point at the front, at the tip here. I think we're good. Let's inspect it. I think it looks good to me. Any objections? I think it's good. All right. So now I could just move the entire thing like this since I have a 20 gauge file in my hands and do the same thing on this side. See, this one was carved better, I think. And I think you can see even from above that I am cutting this at a slight angle. I'm barely pushing down on this, right? I'm just kind of judging my depth. And I believe we're good. Okay, now we need to cut the other one. So I just moved this, so this is what it looks like through the microscope. And this one will need to be cut with a 24 gauge file. So well, that's next. And I have a 24 gauge file here. So let's put this one away. We won't need it anymore. I don't think we will. Let's put it here for now, just in case. we might need that file to start, right? Let's see. Because on the nut, it worked out well to start with a 24 gauge file. So will it be okay to use that straight on the saddle? We'll see in a moment. So there's a little damage here, pre-existing, right, on the side. And that might be in the way of me keeping it straight. I don't know. So let's start like this, more like at the front, and then slowly angle the file. Now you can see how the bridge moves a little bit. That's just because of the way it's clamped. Because the foot of the bridge is wide, but it's not very tall. The material that I'm filing now is ebony. Okay, let's do this at the back. I think that was good. And now well, there's just a little tiny touch at the back. So this was from the old string, so maybe we want to do that. Open it up a little bit at the back. I think that's good. All right, so now we move over to this one. So you can see this compensation. So this also confirms the orientation of the bridge. So we know that when we see this compensation, right, that's going to be facing the neck. So let's start with the 24 gauge file. Okay, and I am careful now because I want to keep everything dead center. This is going to be a wider diameter string, and you see that it didn't cut it right at the front. You can see that. So we have that little channel at the front that kind of is cut deeper. The front should be the highest point. Okay, and now we want to open it. Going to be a 24 gauge string. So I just prepped it with a 24 gauge file. And I'm going to take a 28 gauge file now, according to my notes. And that's this one. So that's the 28 gauge. So you see it's tilted, and then I open it up at the back. Now, because I did most of the work already with the 24 gauge file, I didn't have to do a lot now. Okay. And we'll check with the strings. There. .28 gauge. Now the next one, we again need to start with a 24 gauge file. That's this one over here. And you can see how this really wasn't carved nicely. You can clearly see this. So we have, if I draw a line, we have a low point here at the front, and the high point was here in this area. Now, because this already had a bigger string, I'm not going to start with a 24 gauge file. I'll start with a 28 because the 24 wasn't doing much. So let's do the 28 gauge file. Okay, this is it. 28 gauge, yeah. And you can see that I'm removing material from the middle and not yet hitting the tip, the front over here. Okay, so that's just the preliminary cut. We don't need this anymore. And now the string is going to be actually a 38 gauge string, but I only have a 36 gauge and a 42 gauge, so I'm gonna do the 36. I think now we've corrected the front, the tip of this part of the bridge here. All right. So that's it for the bridge. Yeah, so it's a gold tone. It's a really high quality banjo, but as we just saw, the string slots were cut like this with a hump in the middle. Well, you can see it. I can't tell you that that's good. It's not, right? Okay. That's the bridge. And we don't need this anymore. So now, let's have a look at the frets. Okay, back to this view. I could just put the bridge back now. And again, I know that this is the front because the compensation, I have the X here for the base side. So I could just put the bridge like that and lower the strings. I don't want to put too much tension on these strings now because they were cut for the bigger strings, right? Just a little bit of tension just to hold the bridge. Okay, and I'm looking at the frets. Well, they are pretty good. 5. Okay, that's 12. Oh, so it's a marker here. That's 12, right? So 5, 7. Oh no, that's 12. Or the 12. 15 and 2/3 and 1/3. So almost like 16 frets. And don't forget the 0 fret. Try to decide what to do about the fretboard. I'm going to check it with a fret rocker just to make sure everything's good here. And I'm sleepy again. So I came here much later than I thought I would. I was working on the new software, FretLab Pro. Now, I am not doing the code, right? That's Dr. Kevin Hausen. He's the developer who's doing the code. I'm his collaborator. But I do beta testing and also, yeah, developing in a sense that we are brainstorming, how we're going to make this work. So I can't tell you what the app does, but it does a lot more than I showed on the website and a few Instagram stories. So if you go to the website, fretlab.pro, so the app is called FretLab Pro, so it's fretlab.pro. You can see some of the basic functionalities, and that's not even 10% of what it already does. Okay, I'm sleepy. So we are trying to figure out how the app does certain things. What could I use as an analogy without giving away what it does? Well, let's say that the app is for something else and it sees 3 sets of 2 coins, and it can either add them up, 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3 all the way to 6, or it could see, well, there's 3 sets of 2, maybe I could just do 2 plus 2 plus 2, or maybe the app could do, well, there's 3 sets of 2, so we can do 2 times 3. It gives you the same result. So in the application that we are developing, there are certain functionalities that you could tell the app to get to the result in this way or that way, right? So sometimes, and it's a lot more complicated than 2 plus 2 plus 2, right? So sometimes if you do it in a certain way, it's going to affect other things in the app, or maybe what else you can do afterwards, because you're building something from the foundation and you're putting walls and first floor, second floor, roof, shingles, right? So it requires a lot of planning and, like I said, figuring out how to accomplish a desired result. And I think it's like anything else in life where you can accomplish a desired result this way or that way. So even in the computer brain that's just reading the code, there's many ways of doing things. So I am involved with the process of figuring out what is the most logical way for the computer to do what we want it to do. So I am a developer in that sense, but Kevin is a developer in a sense that he's actually doing the coding, right? Which I don't know how to do. I just know it's a bunch of ones and zeros, and I did send him an email with a 0 and with a 1 so he can use those for the code, right? That's a big help. And then I do a lot of beta testing. And right now we have on the forum, we have a private forum on the forum, right? On the Guitar Quackery forum, which you can visit. It's guitarquackery.forum. And man, I said I was going to post pictures, and again, I forgot. I made a whole announcement that I would. So let's fake it. I can't believe it. See, I'm not used to this. Look at that. A lot of comments. All right, so I'm multitasking, right? I am posting on the forum. Let's see. Okay, this. So I said I would be posting in real time. And now I'm kind of faking it. No one will know unless they are watching this and reading the form at the same time. Now, it's not at the right height, but like I said, no one will know this. Let's get a nice view of this. Zoom in. Yeah, looks good. That's enough, right? Or maybe this. All right. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I should not be live streaming and posting on the forum at the same time. Too much. Okay, so we have this. You know what? I don't even need to put the bridge because I'm going to work on the frets. Right? So let's keep it this way. And let's check the pictures. Here they are. 4 pictures. Okay, cool. Now, airdrop it. Airdrop to the computer. And I don't know if there's a better way to do this, but I'm unable to post pictures straight from my phone. It says they're too big. I don't know if you guys know of a way airdrop. Oh. This is time consuming. Okay, 4 pictures. Okay, they're all here. I think so. So now I open them in a, well, I use Affinity Photo 2, not Photoshop, and I resize them. Banjo. Come on. Oh, come on. Let me copy and paste this. All right. This, and I resize it. Not a PNG, a JPEG. Okay. Banjo 7. Those are the image names. Banjo 8. Okay, I don't know, any jokes? Banjo 9 to entertain you. So I'm not too concerned about this channel not being like really popular, but it would be better if it was, obviously. So what should I do? I don't know. I think the only way to make it more popular is to do a scheduled live stream once a week. And that's tough for me. I don't know if I can do that. Any ideas? It would be, better to have a crowd. So here, I go to the forum. What's on your bench? So I don't know if anyone viewed anything. 14 views. I don't know if that's from me yesterday. I posted. I guess people did view. And now we have here a reply. I posted as a reply, right? So today I am reslotting the saddle on this banjo. I don't need to say this, but the robots who are indexing the internet, they see the word banjo then. Position of the bridge with a post it note. Then lifted the strings. With a thick marker as I removed the bridge. Fine? All right. So let's put the attachments in. Banjo. Okay, and you can check this on the forum. It's going to be posted immediately. A placed image. The re-slotting was done with what are called nut files, a diamond under the microscope. All right. Oh, I put the wrong images there. So this has got to be 9 and 10. Yeah. Okay, what else can I say? Nothing, no one's reading it. Okay, I posted it, so now you can check it on the Guitar Quackery forum. So how do you get there? guitarquackery.forum. Okay, so now I no longer need this, but I guess we need to polish the frets. So I guess I should remove the strings. Is there any reason why I should keep the strings on at this point? No reason, right? So let's remove the strings. And, you know, I need to think through this. This doesn't fit. How about this? No, it's not gonna fit. Okay. Oh, I should make a Instagram post about tools, you know, shop tools. Like, those are interesting things, right? This is for refretting a guitar, the Jaws, StewMac. I wanted to make my own because you can buy this and then you can modify it. I don't want to tell you which brand it is, you know. You can Google that. I don't want to be the one that's like giving grief to StewMac. But I, you know, put some numbers together. It would have cost me the same to make it and then plus my time. So I decided to just buy it and support StewMac because I do like them. I know they're expensive, but you know, those are expensive specialized tools. So there, removing the strings. I'm going to save them just in case. I don't know in case of what. And there's the bridge here. Check everything. So I was feeling sleepy. Someone's calling me. I thought I had like a do not disturb on. My phone's silenced. Apparently not. Well, it's not ringing, but my watch is, well, it's still telling me that someone's calling me. So I'm going to put the do not disturb on. Sorry about this. I'm not going to answer the phone. So I have a copy and paste that tells people, I'll read it to you. Hello, it appears that you called the Guitar Crackery helpline. I'm either on the phone or working on a guitar. I'm lying, I'm working on a banjo. To get a reply, please text back to this number with the following information. Your full name, make and model of the guitar or banjo or bass. Brief reason for your call. Please note that because of an overwhelming demand for services, which is true, I will only be able to reply to callers who provide all the information as requested. Thank you very much. I really can't do it in any other way. So now I go here. I see who called. Oh, they even left a voicemail. I can't. Is that? Yeah. Hello, hello, hello. Need your help, guys. That's already panic. There's no way that I'm going to pick up that phone for a call like that. It looks like an urgent thing. So they get a text message. And I don't do emergency services. That's it. It's automatic reply. And this is why I want to have ChatGPT personal assistant, so that he or she or it can do this for me. Oh, and I said I would silence my phone. Yeah, so the voicemail, which is transcribed. And look, he's calling again. Unbelievable. So I don't know if he didn't get the, or I'm sure it's a he. Get the text message. Look, he's calling again. So the voicemail says, hello, hello, hello. I need your help, guys. That's the transcription. So now I silence it. do not disturb. And that's it. I don't do emergencies. It's impossible because I got work to do. He might be watching. I'm sure it's a he. But it, meaning ChatGPT, personal assistant, will take care of all this for me. So if you think about this, a personal assistant for $20 per month, you cannot get a human for $20 per month to do even 1% of the work that ChatGPT personal assistant can do 24/7 around the clock. Just work for me 24/7. It's worth a try for $20 per month for a few months. Let's see what happens. I'll give it 6 months and see if I like it. So whether or not we like AI, the fact is that it's here. And the other fact is that it's not going anywhere anytime soon. And the other fact is that if you don't use it, others will. And the other fact is that the world will just go up, forward around you, I think. And I don't like it that it's that way. But I just think that those are the facts. Feel free to disagree respectfully. So I didn't have a cell phone until just a few years ago. I was really resisting this technology, and I just can't live without it anymore. So what else was I resisting? Something that I didn't like. But yeah, so you can't live without it anymore. And there will come a time, and it's going to be sooner than later, sooner than we think, we won't be able to live without AI. That's what I think. Now, do I like it that it's like that? I didn't say I like it. I just think that that's what's in store for us and our kids and our grandkids. A few generations. Anyway, not a nice conversation, but you know. Okay. So just because I know that this person is in a hurry, let's see if he texted back. No, there's 2 voicemails. Now it says 2. Is it like 2 additional voicemails? Yeah, I'll respond. You'll know English. So, like, pro favor, no, gracias. Oh, okay, well, whatever. Can't help you there. And he is not replying. Again, I can't help you there. Hold on, this is a personal message, so that's important. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's personal. But the other one was business emergency. Now, I have this sign here. Many of you are familiar with it. That greets my customers. It's right here, always. There's a shop policy and a certificate. Okay. All right. Anyway, yeah, man. I'll tell you something. A lot of guitar emergencies are the result of guitar neglect, of many years of neglect. And now they need it today. Today, right now. Why can't you do it? That's my experience. And I've helped out people like that a few times. Usually when they're people from another country, from out of town, you know, I don't want them to have a bad experience in New York. So if they come here to play a gig, even if they've neglected their guitars, and if humanly possible, I'll help them out. You know, I know it's an exciting thing. It's like, I have a gig in New York City. I neglected my guitars for years. Now it's not working, and I am playing tonight. Whatever. If I can do it, maybe. But I've also turned down people like that. Even during a live stream, I remember 2 guys were here, I think from Australia. So I said, go to Guitar Center. They'd probably do it. They have 4 or 5 technicians there. So, well, those guys weren't, if I remember correctly, weren't neglecting their guitar. I think that something happened with the TSA. But even so, you need to have plan B. I mean, we're all adults. We all know how luggage gets handled these days. And we all know that anything can happen, that it can get lost or misplaced for a few days. So if you are going to play in New York on the 15th of January, don't land on the 14th of January. Come a few days in advance, right? Because, yeah. And then, you know, it's also, don't dump your problem on other people, because I got my own problems here. All right. So these frets look pretty good as is, but I'm going to shine them up a little bit. They're not as shiny as they will be, but yeah. So I have these things that I made. So now some companies sell these things, but I copied this from Ken Parker. Okay, I give credit to the person who I believe invented this, or maybe not, I don't know. He didn't credit anyone on his YouTube channel, so I assume that maybe he came up with this because he is, was a genius. He passed away recently. So I made them in different sizes: size 2, 3, 3 plus, 4, 4 plus, and 5. And I just tested. Number 2, it's too tight. Number 3, I think will fit. And let me show you what it is that I am talking about. So this is it. It's yeah, a little holder like this for sandpaper. It's got this thing here, so it doesn't, you know, hurt my hand. Sandpaper here, so that the sandpaper that I wrap around doesn't slip. And here there's a channel, and I can show you this channel through the microscope right here. And this is one size. So like I said, this is size 3. Size 5, let's say I take size 5, you'll see the difference. Size 5 is much bigger, right? You see the difference. This is more for a jumbo fret. And I am going to use, it appears that size 3 will work with this. And since the frets are already really good, I am going to skip all the way to, how about 800 grit? Yeah, 800 grit, sandpaper. Yeah. So the 800 grit becomes maybe 1500 grit by the time you're done with the fret. And because I like the environment, I reuse these gloves, okay? So I know it looks gross now, but yeah, so that was it's always inside out, and I do this. I don't know. I just have a thing for the environment because I live in it. Silly thing, right? And, you know, I'm pretty confident that I can do this without masking off the two sides of the fret. I've done it a bunch of times like that already. But on this neck, we have this tuner, so I want to push down here. I don't know if I should use maybe this neck rest instead. Let me see. Nah. Not really. All right, so this neck rest. And now I just do this. Let's zoom in. Okay. Put it like this. Wrap around. And you know, my the camera's here in the way, but whatever. So I start lightly. You don't want to push hard from the beginning because it's going to slip if you do. And I'm not going to polish the 0 fret. I'll leave it as it is. Okay, that's a little more. Okay. So this is what it looks like here when you're done. And now I just move it like this. Fresh spot, right? You see that? And like I said, don't push hard if you use this tool. Don't push hard from the beginning. Just as the paper gets crushed, it's going to wrap around the fret crown. And now you can push harder and also increase your speed a little bit. Okay? You see that? So that's that. So, friends, this is kind of in my way. I need to move this here so that I can work. I showed you how it works and what it does, so now I'm just going to work. So this is the second guy that somehow tells me my English is no good and thinks that we'll be able to have a conversation on the phone. No, dude. text me and use your translator. That's it. We cannot have a conversation. And I know I can say this because even if he's watching this, he doesn't understand English, right? Okay, and now we have this interesting situation here with the 5th fret nut, whatever you call it. I can't remove it, but this is not going to fit here. See? So let me think about this. Let's skip the 5th fret. That's it. Yeah, this will be good. So because the frets were already almost as shiny as, well, not almost, but kind of, I didn't want to go through all the grits because you don't want to rough them up and remove material just to make them smooth again. So I just hope that he doesn't show up here with a guitar during the live stream. Well, if he does, it'll be a good show. So this is a new banjo. But I think it's been played a little bit because I do see a little bit of, technically fret wear. I guess where the strings touched the frets and vibrated. Yeah, let me show you. You can barely see it. It's so subtle. Right here. Let me focus. I guess you can't even see it. So right here, almost like a dimple. And you can see these scratches going like that. So yes, so the 800 grit is going to scratch like this, right? But then what will happen is the buffing wheel, the first one, which is using an abrasive paste, and the wheel itself is a little bit abrasive, I guess. It's made from wool. It'll smooth out all these micro scratches, and those are micro scratches. You were seeing them big because we were using a microscope, right? But just a few frets left. Not too bad. I wish I could play the banjo. I mean, I can kind of play it like the guitar, right? But that's not. Yes. Uh, well, I work by appointment only. So you would have to make an appointment. Right now, I'm in the middle of this, and I'm in the middle of the live stream. Did you call me before? Oh, I see. Okay, because somebody did call me. All right, no problem. Listen, I want to help you, but it's going to have to be by appointment. I cannot do anything now. I work by myself. If I had another person working here, now we could be helping you, right? So just text me. And like I said, I'm in the middle of a live stream because I also do live streaming when I repair. So I just have to continue with this now. You want to text me? Excellent. It's a Taylor. GS Mini? No, it's bigger. It's a 214? Oh, Eastman. Okay. It looked like a Taylor. Okay. No problem. Text me. Remind me that it's the Eastman guitar. Oh, so I don't do just the battery. I do a full service on the guitar. Are you interested in getting a full service on the guitar? I don't have fixed prices. It's going to depend on what I find. Does that? Yeah, because any guitar that comes out of here needs to be perfect when it comes to you. The best delivery that you can get. And check this out. I'm gonna write. Let me have my card back. I don't have cards for this yet, but go on this website. fretlab.pro. Do you see that this is pro? I just didn't. Pro, right? fretlab.pro. New diagnostics software for the. Yeah. Oh, you asked me about the prices. The prices is right there. You saw that, right? So, yeah. So this is really like a service for perfecting guitars. If you want like to get your guitar up to the best possible, you know, that's what I do. To optimize the guitars, to get a high performance guitar out. And then we also fix the battery thing. Okay, my friend? Thank you. I thought it was the guy that called me. See, you can never assume things, but see the timing. Was I rude? Let me see if he texted. He didn't text back. Why? And I showed him the price. You know the price list, right? Oh, man. I just broke off this thing. That's my price list. But I just broke off this thing now. All right. It was worth it. Nah, you know, those things are flimsy. You know, it's the wrong plastic. Damn. And he didn't ask me how soon he would get his guitar back because I have this other thing, right? Do you know what I have there? So I have a sign that says this. Okay? And now I have to show you here. So how do I do this? I'm going to have to hide it like this. So this is what they see when they come. That's my turnaround time. Oh, Oda texted me, Dr. Oda. And she says, hello, doctor. I saw your email, even though I appreciate... Oh, wow, long. I have to read this later. It started with even though I appreciate. Okay, no problem. Okay, so this is what I see. That's the calendar. Okay, let's see what she says. I appreciate the intentions of social media. Okay, that makes sense. Next to the one that unfortunately won't allow it. Okay. The 27th, I have that. Okay. I would suggest to start as simple as possible. I could jump to a Zoom call. Okay. Sometimes next week to talk in detail. Bottom line is that from my. Okay. Test that you are a couple of weeks with the goal project in mind and move on to the next step. Okay. All right. I'll answer some other time. Okay. So let's finish this. Okay. All right. And 2, 3, 3 and 2/3 and 1/3. Okay. We're almost done with this. Okay. That's it. And now we start with the buffing. Buffing stage 1. You know, I'm seeing the video here with a huge delay of a few minutes. AI is destroying your creative minds. It depends how you use it, I guess. But it's not going anywhere. So I feel bad for some creators such as illustrators or what, now you can just write a prompt and this thing just spits it out. Whew. So yeah, I agree with you. But I still think that, those who have the skills will somehow be able to, they're still going to have to use AI in some capacity. Otherwise, their competitors will. So what can you do? I feel that we're forced to use it. I might be wrong, but that's how it feels right now to me. For me, I don't want it to do anything for me, as in services, just to organize my day, to send out text messages, so I don't need to bother with any of that. Yeah. But I don't know. I'm resisting it. Believe me. I don't think we have a choice. I wish it didn't exist, because I don't think that we need it. But what do you do if everyone else is using it? I don't know. What's the solution? It's like using a horse and buggy while the world is building highways and motor vehicles. So the Amish, they use horse and buggy. I guess they're happy. I don't know. How about if I change my method a little bit this time? So instead of going through all the frets and then doing another pass with the other compound and other buffing wheel, let me explain this. So this is the other buffing wheel. How about, since it's already taped off, since a single fret is already taped off, I do this instead. I'd like to hear your thoughts, at this whole AI thing. What are we supposed to do? All right, so this is my idea now. So instead of polishing or buffing all the frets up the neck and then going back to this one and taping it off again, I just do this and then second phase. So the camera doesn't really show it, but this is a lot shinier than it was before. And now I have both of them here, and now I move this. So the disadvantage of this method is I have to turn on and off the rotary tools for every fret. The advantage is that the rotary tools will not overheat because I turned it off, and now it's resting. And yeah. Oh, it's almost time to change the buffing wheel. Yeah, man, I'm not a fan of AI by any stretch of the imagination. But like I said, I was resisting smartphones for years and a decade or whatever, until one day, I can't remember what it was. I couldn't even make a purchase somewhere or something without having this damn thing. So I said, okay, I got to buy it, I guess. And now I can't function without it, like all of us, I guess. So I got mine. I'll tell you exactly when I got it. When the iPhone 14 came out, right? Shortly after it came out, whenever that was. So you can look that up, because it's an iPhone 14, this one. And as I started using it, I did realize that I missed out on a lot of, things that I wasn't doing efficiently before I had the phone. So yesterday I spoke with my buddy, and he told me how he's using. So I think it's just another tool, right? It's here, it's not going anywhere. And I'm now leaning in the direction of using it for personal personal assistant, AI. I don't know. So for example, the guy that was just calling me with the emergency, AI, I guess, I don't know really how it works because I'm not using it, but I guess could have just handled those text messages and calls. Maybe, I don't know, or maybe not. And I guess it's better to, if you use AI to answer people's calls and text messages, you should say that it's AI, that's the robot, and that, you will get a live person if, I don't know how to phrase it, but AI will come up with it, right? If we feel we're a good match. Because I'm also tired of always repeating myself, explaining everything to potential customers, and most of them, we're not going to end up working together. So it's a waste of time, right? And time is more valuable than money. I think. Yeah, they say don't trade your time for money. I put the camera here because I want to figure out how we're going to handle this one. And I skipped it, if you remember, if you recall. So let's just do this and see what happens. To be honest, I completely forgot about this thread, but it didn't go anywhere. I think you will barely notice the difference. And now this one. And for the next thread, I'm going to switch around the tapes, the side. Looks pretty good. Maybe I could have just done this instead of, the sanding. So now I'm gonna, like I said, I switch after this becomes really dark and used up. It's a good idea to do this. So I want to know what you guys think. Should I use AI as a personal assistant to manage my life and my business? I'm really struggling with. So I keep saying I struggle with my sleep schedule. No, I mean I struggle with time management. That's really what I struggle with. And I end up sleeping 4 hours, 5 hours, sometimes if I'm lucky 6 hours, and every now and then, more. But I can't keep doing this because, yeah, it'll cost me my health. So I am trying to find a solution. And I haven't put out content on YouTube in maybe 2 weeks now. I just don't have time. I was, doing some editing and color correction and, that part of the editing on a few upcoming shows. But, I still need to record the narrations with the black background with a logo behind me. So that's a green screen recording. So you see, the caller that called me before, I already know it's not going to result in work. And there will be callers like this. In fact, I guess even most of the callers are like that. I don't keep track of the numbers, but you see, AI could, right? So I just wasted my time communicating with this person. And I could have polished 5 threads in that time. So you just add up all this time. And sometimes, when people interrupt you in something, it takes a while to reset your brain, right? So yeah, I'm gonna try, but I don't like it. I don't like if it was just that I would say, yeah, but I know there's a big picture here, right? There's more to it. It doesn't stop with it being my personal assistant. We all know that. That's the part I don't like. It's like a Trojan horse. I think we're out of focus. Now we're in focus. Not too much buffing compound. So I've always used coconut milk to coconut oil, not milk, to not hydrate, to oil, whatever you can call it, the fingerboard. But I'll be honest with you, I switched to this thing, and I really like it, especially because it comes in a spray, a little mist. So this is what I'm going to use on this. I'll show you later. So, oh, it's leaking. Where are you? Here. I also want to hire someone to polish the frets. So I don't need to do this. But it's hard to hire good people, right? Reliable in every way. So let me see. I think I need to read your comments. And I don't want to be reading the comments from the computer. I should just play this thing here on the phone, right? Oh, Steve Cassidy, did I miss him today? I did, yeah. Sorry. Sorry, doctor. Billions of new gear vids incoming. Are you ready? Even bothered? So I'm going to have to watch his video about that. Live stream. Well. Oh, here it is. The live stream. Let's see your comments. No more comments. AI is destroying young, creative minds. Yeah. And obviously, it's going to be used for to commit crimes and all kinds of nefarious purposes. So it can copy someone's voice, right? So if someone is kidnapped, they just need to sample the voice, and then the parents of the child, let's say if there's a child kidnapped, they say, oh, I want to talk to my child, make sure he or she's okay. Yeah, I don't know. That's not even the worst of it, right? And AI can tamper with evidence. It can, uh, you know, fabricate fake evidence to prove anything. So now you can still see the difference between an AI video and a real video, but that gap is closing. I don't want to live in the future. I'd rather go back. If I could take a time machine trip into the future or into the past, I would go into into the past. (1954), like around the beginning of rock and roll. Let's do that. Far enough so that we don't have to experience what we have today. So if you want to write a message, I have it open now on my phone here. I can read your messages. Channel. I like this channel. Dr. Jeffrey Boyle says, I like this channel the way it is. Oh, Dr. Slam RN here, RN1 is here. So, yeah. So Dr. Slam RN is a supporter. You can see that little pic with the little star there. So thank you, Doctor, for supporting this channel. And, oh, let me check my battery. How much juice is there left? 57%, yeah. And we also have another supporter, Dr. Kenneth Sharp. So this is a membership thing now, just to help the live streaming efforts here. And the main channel, Guitar Quackery, is also a live stream. It's also a membership channel now. So for early access and also some exclusive content, which I've been posting. And Dr. Slam RN1 is also supporting the main channel, Guitar Quackery. And thank you for that, Doctor. I appreciate it. You know, I like content creators more than I like big production companies. Big production companies are like, whatever. They just produce garbage. So do content creators, right? But the big production companies that have hundreds of millions of dollars to make a movie, and then they just make crap. Maybe AI will replace them. So AI won't replace everything, right? I don't see how AI would replace my job. It's manual labor. Okay, this is looking good. We only have a few more frets to polish. And we've been streaming for 1 hour, 51 minutes, and 59 seconds. Might as well turn it around. And I'm going to scan a guitar today. I already texted the customer yesterday. He ordered 2 scans for humidification of the guitar, a before and after scan. So I'll do that today. Oh, and you know what? I need to check my microphone battery, because last time, a few days ago, my receiver died and we lost sound in the middle of the live stream. And these things are built to not be fixed. I just received an email from a Rode today. It's not a serviceable item. So it's deliberately built to be thrown away. And I really hate that. Okay, so that we don't lose audio, I need to check the battery level on the receiver and transmitter. No, we're good. It's holding up. So I don't know why it died the other day. Maybe it wasn't nested properly in the charging case and it just wasn't charged, because after 2 hours it died. And here I see like 85% capacity left. I mean, I just have that little battery symbol. So I don't know what happened. And then I tried to open it and I broke the LCD screen. And you can't buy the part because they say it's not a serviceable item. It's just glued together with really strong glue. And then when I did remove the cover, the screen cover, I see inside there's like other things glued together. You just can't get to the battery at all. You cannot. You would have to break the damn thing. So when it breaks, I am going to dissect it, and I'm just going to connect it to a 5-volt supply from, from an adapter, and it'll work that way. But then what about my transmitters? Yeah, you see, you can't win. Just a few frets left. Let's focus. And then we need to figure out how to tie the strings. Now, I said yesterday as I was live streaming, I said that I would look that up. I did not have time to do that. So I'm just going to make my own nuts. I did think about it on my bike ride over to work today. So I have an idea, and we'll see if it works. Oh, wrong compound. So this is what I see on my phone right now from earlier. But it seems like there was a, oh no, this is a very short delay here. I don't understand, because the delay on the computer, wow. So we're not seeing the same time on my phone or on my computer. This one on my computer is far back. Dr. Bob Perron says, hello, everybody. Hello to you, doctor. We have 7 viewers, minus 1. One of them is me. Doctor, we have a banjo here. This is it, like yesterday. Oh, and I forgot to post again on the forum. So before I finish this, let me take a picture. Post it on the forum. It's too much work to be posting on the forum and doing a live stream at the same time. I don't think I should be doing that. I tried. Too much work. Right, let's see. Just one picture. How about that? Or maybe one more like this, showing a live stream. Okay, we're almost done with the frets. And like I said, next we need to figure out how to tie little knots on the strings. Dr. Bob, should I get a ChatGPT AI assistant? You missed the beginning of this conversation. To help me manage my time. Just say yes or no. Okay, while I do this. So I need to open these 2 images in Affinity Photo 2 and resize them. Okay, 700 pixels across. Made a mistake here. Boom. What? Come on. Banjo. So we have Banjo 10, that we're going to call Banjo 11. Banjo 11. There you go. And one more picture, Banjo 12. 700 pixels across. Banjo 1, 2, 12. And I open the forum, and I post another reply to my own thread. Polishing the frets. While live streaming. Okay, let's import, upload, or is it upload, upload the attachments. $11 and 12. Anything else I should say? Yeah, next. Next, stringing. Okay, let's see. All right. So, not much activity on the forum. It's a new forum. So Dr. Bob says, no, it won't have your unique humor. Well, I just wanted to manage my time. So to take care of all the phone calls, text messages with people trying to communicate with me while I work, only that. So earlier today during the live stream, I was interrupted by, I don't even want to say potential customer because it's not going to be a customer. I already know that. Because if there's a communication breakdown right at the beginning, there's no chance that we are going to work together. But I still had to deal with the texting and all. So that's time that was just poured down the drain. So if AI can take care of that while I work, while I do something else, while I'm editing a video or whatever. Yeah, so, okay, I'm going to continue watching my own live stream here. Where are you? Here. So what do you think, Dr. Bob? Just as a personal assistant, because I did realize that, you know how I always say I don't sleep enough? I have a time management issue, not insomnia, because once I do go to bed, I fall asleep quickly, usually, unless I'm really thinking about something. In fact, I almost fell asleep here at the beginning of this live stream. Also, to do certain research, like right now, as I'm doing this, I could tell, hey, AI, why don't you search the internet for, you know, how you tie string ends on a banjo with nylon strings. And AI does that in the background, because now if I want to find that, I need to spend some time searching for that answer, going on various websites, etc. But would AI be able to actually find what I'm looking for? I don't know, because I don't use AI, so I don't know what it does. I've used a couple of times to like tweak a letter or something. It's right on the Mac, right? Yeah, I don't know. You know what's scary? One day, it'll happen very soon. AI will be your doctor diagnosing you. It's going to happen. I'm sure it's already happening somewhere. Prescribing meds and all that. The zero fret came out, but I caught it before it fell onto the floor. So I need to clean, you know, the corner between the fret and the fingerboard. See? And I said I'm going to use the Dunlop lemon oil. And of course, it's not lemon oil. Why do they call that thing lemon oil? There you go. I think we're good. So we are, in fact, approaching completion on this. I broke my sign. I can't believe it. And I don't have an extra stand because I broke them. I had a whole bunch. I wonder if I can fix it somehow. I don't think so. Okay. 4 viewers. Oh, let's start recharging these. Still a little warm. Even if I wasn't running it nonstop. Interesting. Okay, so here we have the saddle, the bridge, and here we have the 0 fret. So let's not lose those two things. And here we have the strings, and then we have this. So which string should we put on first? We could do the 5th string, or we could do the 1st string. Let's measure. Let's measure the strings. So if the fifth string is as long as the first one, maybe I do the fifth one first, because I have, it's yellow, right? Yeah, yellow. Yellow tip. Let's see. So here they are aligned. Exactly, right? So they're the same length, even the fifth string, which is this yellow tip string. So let's practice with this one, because it's the long one. And now I was thinking I could use my vise. Why did this turn off? I was watching the video. Oh, because it's paused. Okay. ChatGPT can be annoying. We use it in the office. Research, yes, but you need to take a personal effort regarding your sleep and time management. True. And I am taking an effort, making the effort. It just doesn't seem to work. It's a struggle. Okay, so let me think. I'm just going to Google it because I don't have ChatGPT. So, how to nylon string ends for banjo. Easiest nylon string knot for banjo. There's a YouTube video right there. Use secure knot. So there's a video, 6 minutes and 37 seconds. 10 key moments in this video. Should I just go to the key moments? Let's go to the key moments.
Okay, we are over at the desk. Let me just show you how to quickly do this. I'm just going to make a loop. This is a piece of yarn, by the way, not an actual string, but I thought for visibility it would be easier.
He's using a piece of yarn which doesn't behave the same.
So I make a loop on one end, pinch the loop together a little bit. Then I tie a square knot in the loop. And that's it. You're done. So this ends up being the loop here that goes around the no-knot tail piece.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, yes, it will work, and that's the easiest knot, but it's not going to look elegant. Let's skip a little bit. Does he have any other solutions? Okay, let's go back. Not for creating a Banjo Hangout. Okay, discussion forum. Oh, there's a Banjo discussion. Of course there is. Bear with me. YouTube, is it going to the same video? Let's see. No slip loop. No, it's not the same video.
The non-slip loop knot is a knot that belongs in every fly angler's bag of tricks, as it allows the fly to move through a much greater range of motion than a standard knot, like a uni or an improved clinch. For most knots, I start with the hook in my left hand and the line in my right.
So it's a fishing knot.
Slip loop, I'm more comfortable with just the opposite. Line in the left and hook or fly in the right. Start by going 6 or 7 inches up your tippet and making a simple overhand knot. Tighten it down a bit, but not all the way. Thread the bitter end of the tippet through the hook eye and then pass it through the opening in the overhand knot. Notice how the line goes back through the hole in the exact opposite way it came out. This is important. You don't want it to come from underneath the hole and out the top.
Okay. It's like a pretzel.
Hold the tag end to close down the loop that goes through the hook eye. Don't fully tighten the overhand knot, but make it smaller and bring it down reasonably close to the hook. At this point, this is how the knot should appear. You may recognize it as a simple slip knot. Pinch the knot between the thumb and index finger of your right hand.
Let's speed it up.
Then hold the tag end with your left and begin making wraps around the running line.
Wraps, okay.
I don't think it matters in which direction you make these wraps, clockwise or counterclockwise, but it does matter how many you make. I'm only going to do 2 wraps here because of the thick fly line. I usually do 4 or 5 turns with heavier mono or fluorocarbon, and 6 or 7 turns with the lighter stuff. When you've completed the wraps, once again, pass the end of the tippet back through the hole in the overhand knot. Notice how all 3 passes enter and exit through the same side of the hole. To tighten and seat the knot, pull in opposite directions on both the running line and the tag. This will compress the knot, but still leave an ample loop to the hook eye. You can then cut the tag end off, leaving a short nubbin for insurance. This is what the knot looks like with more reasonable materials. Make an overhand knot 6 to 7 inches up the tippet.
Sorry guys, but you know, this research is part of the service, right?
Then pass the end down through the hole in the overhand knot in the opposite direction.
Okay, I don't need to view it again. So there are solutions, but they don't look very elegant to me. Let me think, because I did think of something, and maybe I want to try it, because I do have a little extra string left, because this string is much longer than what I need for the 5th string, right? So let me see if I do this. And then maybe what I'm thinking is just wishful thinking. So what I'm thinking might not be easy without a third hand pulling the string like this. So the first one suggested just to do this and just tie a knot like that and clip it. I mean, yeah, that'll work. It doesn't look elegant, but I wonder if it's just good enough. Let me see if I can do what I'm thinking. So if this works, I'll show you a close-up later. So I think I need to put this in this direction. This is just an Allen key so that it doesn't slip on me. And oh no, this is really short. I can't do that. Let's see. So since we have plenty of this, let me just see the simple thing, simplest way to do it. And there's no way to hide the nut anywhere, unfortunately, because of the design. This is it. So it's a very simple nut. It's the first video. Okay. So now we go through this. I guess. Yeah. So there's no hook there. It's not ideal, for sure. So this isn't very tight just yet, so I can slip the nut closer to the loop so that it stays on the other side of the tailpiece, kind of. And these pegs are just straight. They're not curved, not even a little bit. So I guess this is the only practical way to do this. So this is here. How do I know it's not going to slip through this? Because this hole is pretty big. So let's loop it, hoop it twice. And then this way. Okay, let me think. One more time, maybe. I just don't want it to slip. And look, we've used up a lot of the string. I should have made it tighter, I think. So this is this direction. And now we need to put the other string, the first string, because otherwise this is, you can see, sliding like this. So I'm actually pretty happy with this. I managed to get the nut right at the corner. I guess that's good. Okay, it works. Now we need to put the 0 fret back. And what do we have? A red string, I think? Yeah, red. Red tip. So you gotta be careful with this one. Well, they're kind of short, these strings. I'm just afraid to shorten it too much, if you see what I mean. Okay, like this. Is this good? Let me see. Maybe I slip it a little further towards the loop, if it's possible. Okay. Okay, whatever. Nope, not this way. So I measure it like this. So let me show you what I'm doing here. Okay, so I went through and looped it around and went through again, and I'm looping it around here. I go through and one more time in this direction. Again, this hole is pretty big and these strings might be slippery. Let's see if we can push it through one more time. Yeah. Okay. And now we turn it. And here we have the bridge. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna cut it yet. I want to make sure that we're good. Okay, I believe it's tuned to D, right? Let me Google it. Five string banjo tuning. Oh, G. Okay. I am D, B, G, D, yeah, and G again. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm glad I asked my personal assistant, virtual assistant. Am I going to be able to tune it to G? I don't like it. I need to start tighter, and this one's going to have to be tuned to D. We're going to have to redo both of them. Not a problem, because we have, we're not going to use this part of the string, we're going to use more this part of the string to go inside, right? So, okay. This is why I didn't want to cut it just yet, because I have no experience with this. So I'm not going to be measuring it. Look how much it's stretched. Wow. Look at that. Wow. So we really have to stretch it. Pre-stretch it. Look at this. Amazing. So let's push it out. So I didn't hurt the string, because the kinked part of the string isn't going to be in the playable area, right? So now what I want to do is, with the bridge down or completely removed, I'm going to, go fairly tight, I guess, kind of like this. And yeah, we stretched the string a bit. And now I am keeping it kind of stretched in and through. And here I adjust the string. I can even push it in like this a little bit. Go around it. This should do it, right? And I am not going to cut it yet. So what I want to do is place it here. Just put a little tension on it. Just make sure it's wrapping towards the bottom, which it is, okay? So that's this one. And now the other one. It's still too tight. Oh yeah, because it's still wound. Okay. So let's see how much is, look how much is stretched. I only had a little bit. Look at this, okay? So same thing. We are going to undo it. And before I undo it completely, I just want to mark off this thing in red. I want to see where it ends up. Okay, so now we pull it. Well, it doesn't end up very far from where it was, right? So okay, so I need to push it in this direction. So what I'm doing is I'm pushing the string in that direction. Like that. Last one. I can't put it through. Okay, fair enough. Like that. Okay, so now let's put the bridge up. I don't want to have too many winds around the tuning post. You saw that, right? So it broke. Or did it slip? I think it broke. Because this is sharp. Look at that. So yeah, so this isn't made for these strings. Where's the bridge? Here. Nothing happened to it. Yeah, look at that. It broke. So this is where it broke. Right here. At the nut. Unbelievable. Why did it break? So it looks like we're not going to be able to finish this. I don't have a string. I'm now missing a string. So let's see. Why did it break? Look at that. It just broke. It just stretched and broke. Right here. Why? Yeah, this is the remainder of the string. So, I don't know. Going over this thing. So though, what do we do now? Well, since this string is already broken, we can experiment with it. We barely have enough to make this loop. And I wonder if we make the loop here, this will be better because this tangled up part of the string could be just behind the bridge. And then we still have a good piece here. Yeah, let's do that. So we make a loop here. So I don't know. So maybe both strings should come here, the loop should come here, and the nut should be around here. So I'll try this now. Like this, long loop. Let's try. We got nothing to lose. I guess maybe going this way. I don't know. Same thing. Let me align it. So here I'm aligning it straight so that I can go straight through the hole. And I want to stretch it. So I'm holding it like this, stretched. So I went through once. Okay. One more time. Okay. Okay. And now let's stretch it. So I don't know what to do about this one. Should I redo the loop? Is it going to break? Let me think for a moment. So if this was a guitar, it would already have strings on by now. And I'll be honest with you, I don't like these kind of sharp corners. I don't think this tailpiece is nylon string friendly. So pre-stretching a bit. It's all right. So now I'm worried about this one. Will this one break? So I guess we should redo it. Let me see. Let's see if there's any damage to this. I didn't tighten it yet, right? So it's not very tight. But here it is. And what we can do is just push it out. And just move the loop, I mean the nut, away from the loop. So not this one, pulling this one. It'll be even more difficult with the thick strings, right? This is it. So, okay, we have this loop now. So that's still tight over there. We might need to redo that. Let's see. Or maybe not. It's tight. That's good. All right. Simple stringing, right? I heard a ping. I know my microphone didn't pick it up, but I heard it. So it's going to be D, B, D, no, D, B, G, D, G, yeah. Okay, so it's a G. Just a little pre-stretch, not too much. I don't want the string to break. Okay. I think we are getting somewhere. So now how am I going to cut these things? I don't want to cut them yet. I will deal with this later. Next one is blue. Blue tip. Okay, blue. Let's see how long the string is. Gotta be careful, because it isn't very long. Okay, about this long, you see? Oh, come on. All right. So I can align it straight. Ah, it came out. Ah. Come on. And I'm going to collapse the bridge. I could use a third hand here. ChatGPT maybe can help me. Can ChatGPT do this? What does it mean, ChatGPT? So this is what I'm doing. Look, I am pulling this in this direction, and then I'm going to push it here as I make my loops and nuts over there. Okay. And right after the first loop, I can let go of the fingerboard. I think we can only loop it 3 times. Yeah, because the string is thicker. Like that. And let's just start tightening. So I want it to go underneath this. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's 2 more strings now. Next one is green tip. That's gonna go here. But no, let's do the thick one first. Yeah, because this is how I like to do it, even on guitars. I don't like to do this one and then this one, because this one is then in the way, right? I'm gonna do this one first. And that's this thick one. So let's kind of measure it up. Oh, they gave me, oh no, it's the same length. Yeah, so, yeah, there's more length because the tuning machine is here instead of here, right? So I have a little more length to work with. So if we do this, yeah, we got it. And that's the loop. See, I should be making a tutorial for membership tutorial. You know, it's better with tutorials to edit them and to maybe I'll grab this video and, you know, make an edited version of it for the membership channel. This is it. I guess. Well, we're going to see a knot. How else? Okay. Stretch it this way. So how many times can I loop it through? Not even once, right? So what are we going to do about this one? Because these tuning machines were not made for these strings. They're made for steel strings. All right. Damn. So I'm thinking of the, classical guitar thing, one of those methods. But this is short. The classical guitar tuning post, which is in this direction, is long. And yeah, I don't know. Let me see if I loosen this, if I can push both through at the same time. Yeah, okay. And now this one is loose, so it came off. So I need to pull it and push it through over there, both of them. So this is what I'm doing here. I'm pulling this one, and then I'm pulling this one. Okay. And as I pull this one, it makes the string tighter. And now I push it this way. And now I pull this one. Okay. It's cooperating. Okay, and we have one more string left to do. This knot doesn't look too good. I think I need to pull it. Because this string is pulling, but not this one. So I need to pull this. There you go. Okay? All right. I honestly think it's worth sending a banjo for a setup to Alabama. Yeah, because, that's what they do, right? To a banjo shop. Because a banjo isn't just a funny looking guitar, it's a different instrument. And there are people who specialize in banjo setups and repairs. Ah, look, I came up with this solution to hold it like this to tighten it. Okay. Okay. That's it. Same thing. I can actually feel how the string is stretching. Because again, these are short tuning posts, right? We don't want to have too many loops around. So I wonder if you convert a banjo from steel string to nylon gut strings, if you should be changing the tuning machines as well. I don't know. I know very little about banjos, except that you should take it to Alabama to have it set up. Not to guitar quackery, to banjo quackery, right? Is there a banjo quackery shop? All right. Okay. We are getting somewhere. Looks decent. So this is it should be a G. E. Okay, so it's. So that makes sense. That's the same string as this, same tension, except. All right. Let's tune it. What did I say? B, right? And then we have this one. That should be a G. And then this is going to be a D. Oh. Can you hear the music? Yeah, that's what I thought. It was just out of tune. We didn't do the setup yet. I'm not sure how much of a setup it needs. Let me check my batteries. Oh, they're holding up just fine. Whatever. These batteries are now recharged. How long did it take to put the strings on? An hour? How does it go again? Yeah. It's a beautiful banjo, right? We don't need a post-it note there, but I'm still keeping it there for the time being. Let me see. I'm going to check the relief, because we did change the strings from steel to nylon. Do I still have an audience? I do. Okay, so ChatGPT. Okay, time management. Yeah, okay. So I'm sure I'll need to adjust it. Let's have a look. Let's put it in autofocus. So, let's see. So it's like a short scale length. What's the scale length here? Shorter than a Gibson. Let's see. Okay, 6 1,000s, 8 1,000s. So we need to tighten it. Eight 1,000s, 11 1,000s. So we have a differential relief, but we do need to tighten it. What did I say? 8 1,000s? We could leave it like that. I'll tighten it just a little bit, because we have a differential relief. We have more here. So let's tighten it a little bit with a 5 millimeter. I think it was a 5. No. Was it a 4 mil? Yeah, seems to be a 4 millimeter. Just a little tighter. Let's see what we got here. 8 1,000s does not go through. 6 goes barely through here. I tighten it just a little more. Doesn't want to go through anymore. 5. No, so let's release it just a little bit. Okay. 5 goes through, 6 doesn't. And on this side, let's try 8. Goes through. Okay, I don't know. So I don't have between 8 and 11, but 8 goes through, 11 does not. And I'm gonna call it good the way it is. So Nice. Okay. What's the action measurement? Wow, way too high. So, oh, I can't use the G string, gotta use this string, right? So I think the neck is twisted a little bit. I can see that. I saw that before. So I think you loosen it here, right? Oh, it's already loose. So let's twist it a little bit in this direction. That's better. Yeah. And now so we have this. Now that's gonna increase the action. Hold on a second. It's gonna increase it. Yeah, in this direction. Man, I'm getting confused. See, when you don't do this job every day, it gets confusing. Now I just increased it. So, yeah, in this direction. So I'm using my best judgment. Well, this is as tight as I feel comfortable going. And I need a proper wrench to tighten this. I think I have. So, and then there's the neck rotation tightening bolt right here. I need a socket wrench for that. It looks like it could be a 10 millimeter. Yeah. So that's inside here. So you have this one here, right? We don't want the neck to rotate, because I rotated it a little bit, and now we want to tighten it. So, okay, it's difficult to do it with the camera here. I just showed you where it was, and now I want to tighten it so that the neck doesn't rotate, because it was a little rotated before. Okay, this seems to be okay now. And I need to tighten this. Now I can't do this with a socket wrench. I need a crescent wrench. And, you know, we don't want to do anything crazy like this. So, if you bear with me, 2 seconds. I'm going to borrow here from my neighbors. I don't know if this is the right size. Perfect. See, I grabbed the 10mm for that. I grabbed this one. It's not even labeled. I don't even know what size it is. Check this out. But there's a few of them there. I grabbed one and it's the right size. So it just says LP Music Group. So it might just be a banjo key because it's something for music, right? So this is the right size for this one here, for this bad boy. Look at that. Anyway, I want to tighten this one. Yeah, maybe I should steal this from them. They don't need this. I'll ask Bob. I'll ask if I can buy it. How about that? Instead of stealing. Okay. Whew. I was going to say I'm sweating. I'm not sweating. Yeah, that's better. I always get confused because I see 5 strings and then I see, you know, it's like I want to... Okay. Yeah, we'll see. When the customer comes, he'll tell me. Let me return this. I'll remember they have this here. It's a little bit banged up. Maybe I should buy one. LP Music Group. I'll check them out. So now we need to trim these strings. And what I like to use for nylon strings is this flush cutter. I'll show you a close-up. This thing. Because it does a nice job on the other side, right? So I'll show you exactly what I mean. So let's say if we use the regular cutters. This, right? Instead of this. Okay, so now we cut. Now look at this. It's kind of ugly. It just, you have this bulging end, right? But if you use the flush cutters, it trims it more nicely, I think. So, should I trim? Yeah. All right. I take full responsibility. So you don't want to trim at an angle because, you know, you want it to be, you don't want a little point. And here we have this. Hope this is okay. I don't take responsibility for this. I was joking about that full responsibility. And now we have this. Okay. So now I think this is good the way it is. So this ends up underneath. That's good. That's going to be tricky. I'm going to trim it right here. Yeah, that looks nice. Oh, wow. This one. Oh, come on. Well, that's actually going to look nice. I'm kind of get flush this way. So all of them except this one will look nice. For whatever reason, this one is not cooperating. It's shooting out at an angle. Come on. Why can't I grab it? I trim this last one and we're done. Ah, come on, almost. There's an old Chinese proverb, a banjo can be a pain in the ass to restring. I hope I don't cut the live part of the string. No, okay, cool. All right. That's what we have. What do you think? Are we there yet? Yes, we are. Okay. Whew. 3 hours, 32 minutes, and 7 seconds. Okay, and you know, when I took it in, I thought that's not going to take that long. It did. Yeah, I will from now on avoid Banjo setups. I can't be doing this, unfortunately. I'm sure you understand. So I am going to save these strings for whatever reason and include them in the case. Oh, I guess I could put them in the string pouch. I do have a humidifier, a case humidifier in the case. It's inside. I would recommend that the owner buys one, unless he already has one. It is a nice Banjo, so it's got some wooden parts, right? It doesn't have a soundboard. I mean, it doesn't have a soundboard. It has a drum head. No, I honestly think, like, for Banjo owners, you know, it's a good thing, you know, if there's no local Banjo shop, to make arrangements to have it shipped to Alabama and have it done the right way. Because those guys, that's all they do all day. I do guitars. But every now and then I like to work on an unusual for me instrument. Oh, there's another pack of strings. Oh, look at that. Oh, and there's a humidipack, which is getting dry. So that doesn't work when it's dry. I mean, it works if the air is too humid. It's not going to work in the winter. But anyway, I have the humidifier here with the sponge, which I refilled yesterday. And I keep it in the humidity-controlled storage anyway, so it's fine, right? So let's have another look at the Banjo. Beautiful instrument. Oh, I need to take a picture for the forum that no one reads, just to complete the posts. Yeah, I think it's too difficult for me to do live streaming and forum at the same time. Or maybe I just need to get used to it. You know, I don't know. Okay. Okay, let's send it to my computer. Okay, airdrop received. So was this entertaining? Any questions? Um, 13. Lucky number. I don't care. I'm not going to make one more picture just so that we don't have 13 pictures. Okay, so I'm just going to say finished. You know, I could show that wrench. Yeah, why not? Maybe I should show the back, right? Yeah, good idea. So this says LP music. Let's put it here. Yeah. Okay, so. Oh, what's that? Wants to install. Upgrading software. Come on, give me a break. Just now. How many times does this thing need to upgrade? Okay, so we have 2 more pictures, and then you can check the forum, right? Fair enough. So there's going to be 14, and this one is going to be 15. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so 3 attachments, right? We took 3 pictures. Okay, I'll show the wrench. That's 14, right? And then and 15 from the back. Okay, I'm done with the posts. Okay, kids, I think I'm done. So Dr. Jeffrey Boyle gave me a thumbs up. Thank you, doctor. So we finished this. I'm gonna have to tune it again, probably. Yeah. And yeah, let me put the wrench back. I'll be right back after the live stream. I'll put it back. We're gonna end it here, doctors and kids, friends and neighbors. Okay, so what can we do to make this live stream channel a little more popular? I don't know. Tell your friends, I guess. I know the live streams are long, but so are any other live streams, you know, with talking heads. Maybe I should try to do a weekly scheduled live stream every week at the same time. Maybe right after Dr. Steve Cassidy, to grab his audience and ask him to, you know, mention that. Maybe I'll ask him. But then, you know, that's going to disrupt my workflow. because he does his after his work, his job, and I do this at work. There's a difference. So if I have something and then now I need to finish it or stop working on it so that I can do my live stream in the middle of my work day, that's kind of tough. Yeah. Or if I'm already streaming, I don't know. I got to think about it. But, okay, so 3 hours, 42 minutes, and 40 seconds. I got to go, kids. Okay, so thank you so much for joining this live stream, and I will see you soon, I hope. Bye-bye.